everybody, the lawn gnome is here.
Smell that?
Smells like cheap beer and piss.
I know. Exciting, right?
Today we're going to continue the summer sweeps and talk about an amazing show on Amazon Prime, but you already knew that. This is a show that I knew existed. Even when I first saw the trailer for it, it seemed like something that I would be very interested in, especially considering the fact that I am a big fan of the origins of classic stand-up comedy. My mother is someone that just wouldn't shut up about this show. She says, you have to watch it, you have to watch it, you're absolutely going to love it. And that, of course, is Amazon Prime's gem, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, anticipating its third season. So this is the story of a girl named Midge, who is a well-off-to-do Jewish woman living in Manhattan in the glory days of the 1950s, and then just one day after her little life was doing so well, it all falls apart because her husband decides that they need to be separated. And through this, she unleashes her anger by going down to one of the local bars in the village after she sees the great Lenny Bruce perform, and she thinks that she can do it too, especially considering the fact that her now apparent ex-husband Joel was trying to do stand-up but just wasn't doing a great job at it. She ends up picking up a microphone one day in a drunken stupor and just rocks the house, and all of a sudden one of the people who runs the dumpy bar, who is played by the great Alex Bornstein, Susie, she thinks that this is going to be the next big star in the comedic circuit, and the two of them form an amazing bond, and Midge just does everything she can to get the comedy ball rolling, and also at the same time trying to hide the fact that she is doing this from her doting family. So I had a feeling that I was going to love this show because it just looked so entertaining. But holy cow, Rachel Brosnahan is without a doubt one of the most hilarious people that I have ever witnessed on a television show. And the funny part is, she plays a Jewish woman, and she's not even Jewish. As a matter of fact, almost the entire cast is not Jewish, and they play Jews so beautifully. It's like I'm watching my family and my extended family while I'm watching these characters on the show. It's also really great to see some of the big staples that have developed in the world of Jewish American pop culture. Besides the stand-up comedic circuit, those major vacations to the Catskill Mountains where there were these grand hotels that were housing all of these Jewish families who just wanted to get away for the summer, and all the ways that they tried to have people meet each other and congregate. It was such an interesting thing to me, and it's so cool to actually see those glory days on this show. But if there's one thing that I have to say about this show is it is funny. Even though it's got some great dramatic moments in it, it is a comedy. You are going to love every single one of these characters. Midge is fantastic. Susie is a laugh riot. Tony Shalhoub as Midge's father is the typical Jewish father, and I absolutely love it. And Kevin Pollak, who plays Midge's ex's father, is also a different stereotypical Jewish father. But it's also a very cool way to really see what it was like to be a Jewish person in the 1950s and see how Jewish culture really wrapped itself around American culture, like the delis and the stand-up comedians and all those other little things that I know for a fact, growing up and learning about my heritage, was prominent in Jewish culture, and it's just a perfect representation. But forget about the fact that it's all about Jewish culture. This show is entertaining, it's funny, the characters, you're just gonna fall in love with each and every one of them, and I cannot recommend this show enough just because of how funny it is. I mean, obviously, the awards shows know it because it's won so many Emmys, it's been nominated for even more awards all across the board. The cast is constantly interviewed by all the big talk shows. It's definitely one that you should not be missing, especially if you have an Amazon Prime account. If you want to laugh, if you want to just see something really fresh with an edge, it's definitely one of the best shows to watch on television today. Check out The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another TV Sweeps episode. Take care. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.